Yo, what's going on everybody? So I think that we all can agree that the Mangekyou Sharingan is hands down one of the most busted dojutsu in the Naruto franchise. Anytime awakening a super special eye allows you to manipulate time and space with something like Tsukiyomi, or it gives you the ability to manipulate flames like Sasuke's blaze release and that ability to manipulate, and just the different things we've seen the Mangekyou Sharingan be able to do, and giving you the ability to control free will like Sasuke Uchiha when he uses his Koto Matsukami. This leads to a lot of people saying that this is a type of jutsu that shouldn't exist, and I want to take time out now to kind of discuss with you guys about Sarada Uchiha, someone who I think it's a foregone conclusion is gonna awaken the Mangekyou Sharingan. The fact that we've seen her with the 3 Tomoe Sharingan in the Sasuke Shinden novel, and given the fact that the anime for a brief period had her Sharingan evolve to 2 Tomoe, I think sooner or later we're gonna get to that moment where Sarada does awaken the Mangekyou Sharingan. The anime has even foreshadowed this when you go back to Naruto episode 18 or 19 when she's looking for information about the Uchiha clan, and you see a pattern of all the different Mangekyou Sharingan designs, which interestingly enough they put Fugaku's Mangekyou Sharingan in there. But I wanted to talk to you guys about Sarada Uchiha, her Mangekyou Sharingan, and what her powers could be. This isn't gonna be a video talking about how she's gonna get the Mangekyou. Over on Anime Ball Steep's channel, he and I did a video talking about Sarada's Mangekyou Sharingan and how she would awaken it. But this video, I want to do something separate. I want to talk to you guys about what I think Sarada's Mangekyou Sharingan abilities are gonna be. Now, as you guys know, when it comes to Mangekyou Sharingan, typically the user has 2 separate jutsu, one for each eye. In particular, when you look at Obito, it's the same jutsu, and yet each eye gives a different application of it. And I want to kind of use what happens with Obito's eye as a way to kind of gauge what Sarada's Mangekyou Sharingan ability is going to be. Now, if you're a fan of the older content I used to make, or if you're new here and you're watching the videos I've uploaded on this channel, then you guys know that I'm a huge fan of Sarada getting some type of time manipulation. And I want to kind of take this time out now to kind of tell you guys what I think Sarada's Mangekyou Sharingan ability should be. So I think when you look on the left side, so when you look at her left eye, I think Sarada needs to be given the ability to slow down time. And I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, this theory, this is something that has existed in the Naruto franchise when it comes to the fandom for a really long time. Like back in 2008, I believe, either 2008 or 2009, one of the popular theories was that Sasuke Uchiha was gonna be given the ability to slow down time. And it's something I've always liked, because you could explain that with some type of gravity manipulation where the gravity gets manipulated to where Sarada can slow down time a little bit. And it's something that if you read like DC comics and everything, you see stuff like that happen all the time, where time can actually be slowed down due to different things that's happening. So I think the left eye, with her being able to slow down time briefly, is something that really could help and could be in handy if Sarada finds herself in a position where she gets speed blitzed by somebody, or if she's on the battlefield and somebody's in trouble, she can merely slow down time and get them out of the way. Like say something like what happens when Flash is in the Speed Force, where everything slows down to a super slow level and the Flash is just moving so fast where he can change events. I'm not saying give Sarada super speed, but I'm saying she should be the only one who isn't affected by the slowdown of time. I think that'd be really cool to have that happen. Now, obviously you would have to put a limitation on it, and given the fact that it is the Mangekyou Sharingan, and if you overuse it, you know, your eyes can bleed and everything. So I do think that that is something that, given some type of limitations, is something that could come in handy. Now, when it comes to her right eye, I want to take another popular fan theory from back in the day, and something that Masashi Kishimoto wrote when he did the Naruto Ninja Escapades OVA, and we saw the Madara versus Hashirama fight. Well, in that fight, we actually saw Madara use his Mangekyou Sharingan ability, and a lot of people say this is just like Izanagi, and it's not exactly like that. It's not exactly like what happens to Izanagi, where you can replace an event that happens with the sacrifice of your eye. So like when Danzo gets hit with a critical blow, all of a sudden he can rewrite reality and come back and be at a different spot and still be alive. I'm not talking about something like that, but what I'm talking about is in the Madara fight, Madara had a series of events that happened, and then he was able to rewind time for up to a few seconds and change the outcome. But this didn't allow him to have something that happened after he got a critical vital point that got hit. Something like that will require Izanagi, and I think that that'd be pretty cool. cool. On one hand, one of Sarada's eyes allows her to slow down time. The other eye allows her to reverse time for up to a few seconds. I think that when you start looking at that and you combine the Sharingan's ability to use the Eye of Hypnotism and the Eye of Hindsight, I think that it's something that could make Sarada a very dangerous ninja. And what's really cool about this is when you start looking at Sarada's family, like they have overpowered Mangekyou Sharingan abilities. Like Fugaku Uchiha, when you read into the Naruto Daylight novel, when it was never fully confirmed in that novel he had the Mangekyou Sharingan, but it was very strongly implied, he thought that his Mangekyou Sharingan was going to be powerful enough that he could control the Kyuubi. When you look at what happens with Itachi, Itachi has time-space manipulation with the Tsukiyomi Jutsu. That in itself is freaking scary. In 1/100th, the 1/1000th, the 1/1,000,000th of a second, as stated in the second Itachi Midnight novel, Itachi can have someone live out an entire lifetime in the span of that time. Whereas when he attacked Kakashi, he kept him trapped for 72 hours. Itachi was able to kill Izumi in that time period by making her brain shut down. When you look at Sasuke with the whole thing with Blaze Release and then the Blaze Release manipulation, that in itself is absolutely something that is completely overpowered. So everyone in Sarada's family has an overpowered jutsu, and I think that this could be something that could come in handy, and also it's something that wouldn't be too outrageous. It wouldn't be too outrageous, it wouldn't be too broken, and given the fact that we're having all these people now fighting with all this scientific ninja tool and all these different jutsu that are completely overpowered and have gotten to the point where when you start asking how can Boruto's generation keep up, I think this would be a really cool thing. Like if you see somebody get hit with an attack that can kill off cells or something, Sarada will be able to rewind time or slow down time in that moment and prevent somebody from being seriously injured. But I want to know what you guys think. What two type of jutsu would you like to see Sarada use for Mangekyou Sharingan? And when you guys make your comments, I want you guys to make sure they're related. So don't come with something like one eye should be super speed and the other eye should be invulnerability to magic. Nothing like that. I just threw out two crazy scenarios just to kind of give you an idea. I want something that's related. So if it's going to be genjutsu related, then let me know what types of genjutsu you like the eye to be able to use. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, share. Thank you so much for watching all the way into the end. Have an awesome day, guys.